What if I told you that the average family is throwing away over $2,000 every single year at the grocery store, and they don't even realize it? With grocery prices up 25% in just 4 years, every trip to the supermarket feels like financial warfare. But here's the kicker. Much of that pain is completely avoidable. You're falling for 6 specific grocery store traps that are designed to drain your wallet. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose these 6 money-sucking traps and show you exactly how to avoid them. By the end of this video, you'll know how to slash your grocery bill by hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars per year, while actually eating better food. Welcome to Prep Pantry, where we help you master your kitchen and your budget. If you're ready to stop getting ripped off at the grocery store, smash that like button and subscribe for more money-saving tips that actually work. Let's start with the most obvious trap that's hiding in plain sight, and it's probably sitting in your refrigerator right now. Pre-cut fruits and vegetables are the poster children for convenience, and they're absolutely crushing your budget. On average, these items come with a 40% premium, but in many cases, you're paying double or even triple the price of whole produce. Picture this: a 16-ounce container of pre-cut watermelon for $4.50, while a whole watermelon sits just feet away for $4.27. You're literally paying more money for less food. But it gets worse. Not only are you paying more, but you're buying produce that spoils faster due to increased exposure to air and bacteria. So you're paying premium prices for inferior quality. Let's do the math that grocery stores don't want you to figure out. If you buy pre-cut veggies twice a week, you're spending an extra $6 out of $10 per trip. Over a year, that's more than $500. That's enough for a vacation, a car payment, or a serious upgrade to your grocery list. And for what? 5 minutes of chopping you could do at home. Here's the simple solution that will put hundreds back in your pocket. Dedicate a bit of time each week to chop your fruits and veggies. Think Sunday meal prep. Invest in quality storage containers and a sharp knife. Not only will you save hundreds, but you'll also enjoy fresher, tastier produce and peace of mind about cleanliness. Make it a family activity, teach your kids kitchen skills, and turn a chore into quality time. Now, let's talk about the biggest consumer scam of the century: bottled water. Bottled water is marketed as a cleaner, safer alternative to tap water. But scientific studies have shown that, in most cases, bottled water is no better than what comes out of your kitchen faucet. In fact, many brands, including some of the most expensive, are simply filtered municipal tap water sold at a markup of up to 10,000%. You heard that right? 10,000% markup. The average family spends $600 to $800 a year on bottled water. That's money that could go toward a vacation, a new laptop, or several months' worth of groceries. Meanwhile, a quality water filter for your home costs about $100 a year, including replacement filters. That's a potential savings of $700 annually. And here's something that should make you think twice. Every day, Americans throw away 60 million plastic bottles. That's enough to circle the earth every 6 weeks. By switching to a reusable bottle and a home filtration system, you're not just saving money, you're helping to save the planet. Your action plan is simple. Invest in a good water filter and a couple of sturdy, reusable bottles. You'll enjoy cleaner water, a lighter grocery load, and a heavier wallet. Plus, you'll never have to feel guilty about contributing to plastic pollution again. Moving on to one of the most psychologically manipulative traps in the entire store: the bakery section. Those beautiful croissants, muffins, and cakes displayed at the front of the store aren't just tempting. They're a goldmine for grocery stores, with profit margins nearing 60%. Most businesses would kill for a 10-15% margin, but bakery items are in a league of their own. And that intoxicating aroma wafting from the bakery? It's not an accident. Stores time their baking to coincide with peak shopping hours, using what experts call sensory manipulators to lure you in. It's psychological warfare, and your nose is the target. Here's the real cost breakdown that'll shock you. A single cinnamon roll might cost $4.50, but you could make a dozen at home for the same price using high-quality ingredients. That's a 100% to 200% markup. And most store-baked goods aren't even made from scratch. They're often frozen dough, baked and marked up as fresh. But there's a health bonus to avoiding this trap. Store-bought bakery items are loaded with preservatives, artificial flavors, and sugar. By baking at home, you control the ingredients and the nutrition. Batch baking on weekends can provide your family with fresh treats all week for pennies on the dollar. Most baked goods freeze well, so you can always have something delicious on hand without succumbing to impulse buys. Now let's expose the trendy diet food trap that's costing health-conscious shoppers a fortune. Keto, paleo, gluten-free, plant-based. These buzzwords are everywhere, and grocery stores are cashing in big time. A tiny bag of keto granola might cost $14.99, while the same ingredients in the bulk section are a third of the price. The only difference? The label and the marketing. Many trendy diet foods are just basic ingredients repackaged with fancy branding. That $16 paleo almond butter is just almonds. The $10 keto bread is almond flour, eggs, and baking powder. Plant-based burgers can cost more than premium beef, even though you could make your own veggie patties for a fraction of the cost. Now, if you have medical needs, celiac disease, severe allergies, specialty products are essential and worth the cost. But if you're just following a trend, you're likely paying a hefty lifestyle tax for little real benefit. The solution is surprisingly simple. Read ingredient lists carefully. Most of these products can be recreated at home with minimal effort. Search for simple recipes online and you'll save hundreds while enjoying fresher, tastier, and more customizable foods. Let's talk about the gourmet coffee trap that's draining your wallet one sip at a time. Pre-bottled cold brew coffee can cost $4 to $6 per bottle, about the same as a cafe order. But you're not getting barista quality, you're getting mass-produced coffee that's been sitting in plastic for who knows how long. And don't get me started on gourmet creamers. Many are just sugar, artificial flavors, and chemical. But they're sold at premium prices thanks to clever marketing, targeting coffee enthusiasts. Here's the eye-opening math. Making cold brew at home is incredibly easy and cheap. For less than $2, you can make a week's worth of coffee. Homemade creamers are just as simple. Combine sugar, water, your favorite extract. Batch prep on Sundays, and you'll have delicious, customizable coffee all week for a fraction of the cost. And here's the kicker. Home-brewed coffee often tastes better because you control the strength and flavor. Plus, you'll save hundreds of dollars a year, money that can go toward things that actually matter. Finally, let's expose the most expensive dust in the store. Individual spice packets. Spices are one of the most marked up items in the grocery store. A tiny container of cumin might cost $4.99, while the same amount at an international market is just 80 cents, and it's fresher and more potent. But here's what makes this even worse. Grocery store spices often sit on shelves for years, losing their flavor and potency. You end up using more to get the same taste, wasting both money and space in your pantry. The solution is to check out specialty spice shops or international markets. You can buy exactly the amount you need, ensuring freshness and saving money. The difference in flavor is dramatic. Fresh spices can transform your cooking from bland to gourmet. Here are 3 pro tips for spice savings. First, buy whole spices when possible. They last longer and can be ground fresh for maximum flavor. Second, invest in a cheap coffee grinder dedicated to spices. Third, experiment with your own blends. You'll save money and discover new flavors. Before we wrap up, let me give you 3 rapid-fire money-saving tips that work immediately. First, shop beyond eye level. The most expensive items are placed at eye level for a reason. Look up and down the shelves to find more affordable brands. Second, use discount apps like Flash Food that offer deals on surplus or near-expiration groceries at up to 50% off. These items are still perfectly good and can save you a bundle. Third, don't pay for packaging. Generic brands are often made by the same manufacturers as name brands. Skip the fancy packaging and save big. Let's bring this all together. The 6 grocery items we've covered: pre-cut produce, bottled water, store bakery goods, trendy diet foods, gourmet coffee pro, ducks, and individual spice packets are quietly costing families thousands of dollars a year. But here's the empowering truth. With a little planning and a willingness to break free from convenience traps, you can slash your grocery bill, eat better, and even help the environment. Start by calculating how much you've been spending on these items. The number might shock you, but it's also empowering, because now you know exactly where to make changes. Whether it's prepping your own veggies, brewing your own coffee, or buying spices in bulk, every small shift adds up to big savings. Your wallet, your health, and the planet will thank you. If this video opened your eyes to how much money you've been wasting, hit that like button and subscribe to Prep Pantry for more money-saving kitchen tips. What other grocery store traps have you fallen for? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.